Yo, morning guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems and challenges and obstacles in our lives as well as a self-improvement process to reach the high goals and ambitions that we've set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you would like a brief introduction, a brief breakdown of the Ahn Rho Project, we're digging into how we turn into domains of life, sub-series analogies, and so on and so forth, including the live streaming schedule as well as copyright-free music. You can check that out on the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight up to January 2021 and beyond for more updated versions. With that aside, we can get into the second segment, which as usual at the very beginning, mention two things. If you're already familiar with all this, you can just, if you're watching as a VOD and you're familiar with all the introduction bits, you can just fast forward on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook ahead by about 2 minutes and then you'll skip even this abridged version of the introduction. Second thing to mention is, of course, this is Sol 5.5 override. System override version 5.5 just means that I am restructuring a lot of things. Like, for example, there are 11 segments broken into 3 different phases across a 50-minute live stream. And the live streams, of course, are going to start changing. There's a lot of order that I'm starting to break apart from. The number one rule is that if it's not practical, then I got to break all the rules. So it's kind of like a rule of anti-rules. So if anything, I don't know if that makes any sense. But the point is, there's not, I'll do what works, what doesn't work, I'll cast aside. With that being said, this is the second segment, table contents, and we're just going to move ahead into the stuff because, like I said, it's all in the previous live streams, including disclaimers like being real, raw, and genuine, cover things the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's not shying away from non-PC topics, stuff like that, okay? So let's just dive into it. We have some stuff here. You see it straight down the middle in the center. Not bad. Looks like we're about, I don't know how much time we're into it, maybe about 2 minutes or so. But what you see here is some oh, that's a little bit strange. Some media assets here. Some photography. I'm just kind of confused because I'm looking at it. It seems like the ticker's not going. I'm not sure if I'm connected to the internet or something or not. But we have all this stuff here is basically some stuff from the university days. We had this bag that we were covering for almost about 3-4 days ago. We're still working on that. Most likely it'll have to be postponed to tomorrow. Today we're going to be covering a lot of the grocery items and scouting out equipment at a local nearby, kind of like a traditional convenience store for all sorts of tools. And you also see, of course, at the very top left-hand panel, we're gonna again have like bigger versions of this. We're gonna span into this philosophical quotes, so a little bit of education, a lot of stuff like that. Okay, so let's move aside. Let's just dive right into the media assets. So this one's from Stoic Reflections, and this one is also from Stoic Reflections. Before we get into it, I just want to mention, of course, I didn't take a screenshot of segment 4 is usually on relationships, and segment 5 is media assets regarding the Ahn Rho Project. So this live stream as a whole, you may see the title is just a little play on words there. Ketchup is disgusting. I mean, catching up is disgusting because I've been pulled back behind bars. No, so I'm catching up because I allowed certain people, one person in particular, who's been just a plague on my life for almost 3 decades until as of lately when I've managed to put her through therapy, is that I just let her get in the way, and then now I'm trying to catch up because I fell behind on so many of my obligations to people I care about. Also in my own health, finances, and stuff like that. So that's what the title's about, but that's a live stream, right? That's a live stream. We're still catching up. That's the main topic here. Second thing I want to mention, obviously, aside from live streams, is audio recordings. I didn't show that on this side here. Sorry, I didn't show on the side here because I didn't take a screenshot, but you can sort of expect that there were maybe 2 or 3 different audio recordings throughout the day yesterday. So just recording my sort of general interactions with myself or other people, being able to reflect on that and be grateful for the people in my life. Okay, so that's segment 4 and 5. We just breezed through that because I didn't have anything to show, but this is segment 6. So both of these are Instagram Stoic Reflections. Again, one's a very favorite page of mine, one of the very few pages I actually follow. Because Stoicism has played a fundamental part of my life since I was a kid without even realizing that I was doing philosophy or Stoicism. That's what I was doing as a kid. It was very survival based. Going back to res, I would always be like, berated. It was a constant threat of danger to my own well-being from my own blood. So overall, I would say here, this is some quotes that, okay, let's apply these pieces of wisdom here. A mistake repeated more than once is a decision. Again, always debatable whether you agree with this or not. You can leave down a comment section below. But basically, by Paul Coelho, I don't know who the guy is, but the words sort of ring true. You can understand that, there's a bit contentious, right? Sometimes you're not aware. It's again, you got to read between the lines. Freedom is not achieved by satisfying desire, but by eliminating it. From Epictetus. Once again, also something very contentious, right? Sometimes you really should go for the things that you want. Denying it is actually just going to make your insecurities worse. But of course, at the same time, you don't want to become too indulgent and too hedonistic. So again, all these kind of things require a bit of judgment. Okay, let's move on to the side here. Now we move on to photography, segment 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7, all of phase 2. We're still in phase 2. So this is like the before after photographs. I'm going to say that this is stuff that I'm supposed to showcase tomorrow or the day after we finish all the groceries. Once again, we will see this very, very briefly when we move to phase 3 of the live stream in about, 5 minutes or so. But the main photography that I want to show you is right here. So this is stuff that I was getting over the weekend, right? So this is stuff I have to cover now. It's new inventory. If you've seen the title, it says about $65 worth of inventory. Class 1 items. Class 1 meaning things that I purchased myself and so on and so forth. But basically you see here, let's just run through all these things. So there's some snack foods here from Shoppers Drug Mart. You can see there's like chips and crackers. The majority ice cream. The majority of stuff I did not purchase. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, moving on, you see the receipts here. Okay, you probably shouldn't show that, but you can see also this is stuff from Walmart and actually scouting throughout the local shopping mall. So there's again a lot of storytelling, a lot of commentary, right? So again, COVID-19, you can see the hours are tweaked for some of these businesses. I believe one of these is like a sewing shop that I'm looking forward to. I need to get some stainless steel scissors from them. Couldn't find it because it's like closed down. Another one has their hours altered because it's a dollar store, but again, it's been closed down due to lockdown for COVID-19. And then we see another one has been completely shut down. This is kind of sad because this one on the bottom right hand side is like I said, it says yesterday morning in the same live stream. Yesterday's live stream story that it was really focused on like those traditional 80s 90s retro games and stuff like that, and gumball machines and little trinkets like that. So yeah, we also have like Digimon cards, that kind of stuff way back in the 90s and 80s. Okay, up here we have some stuff what we call just groceries. So I'm picking up some boxes of utensils and this kind of triple USB up there. I'll showcase in a second. I talked about yesterday, like I said, I'm going to get it for one of the people at my workplace, for several people at my workplace, as I provide them with psychotherapeutic materials and so on and so forth. I also want to mention at the top left, you can see like this scanning of MP3 players. I just want to see what that would be like, how much it would cost. It's too much. I can't, because then I can just gift my colleagues something that they can listen to immediately as opposed to something that they have to upload on USB, right? Okay, they're not that tech savvy, right? They're like 50, 60 years old people. Okay, so moving on, we have, let me lower the volume a little bit. This is some stuff from, like I said, that little convenience store that has a whole bunch of different stuff. Traditional, I mean, probably like Shanghai immigrants from like the 80s or 90s, I don't know. We have a lot of stuff here, a lot of tools, a lot of handiware. I'm going to breeze through a lot of this stuff. You can see pliers, you can see wrenches, you can see all sorts of like RFID blockers, those kind of credit card blockers, protection. We also have at the very bottom here like pens and wires and Ethernet cables and so on and so forth. But once again, I still could, what was eluding me, I still can't find those stainless steel scissors. On the right hand side, you can see some sewing materials with some tiny pair of scissors. That's not what I'm looking forward to. Moving on, we have this kind of continuation of that. You can see at the top, there's like that is amazing right there. For $2 you get like 10 thread snippers. But of course I didn't catch that on earlier enough, so too bad. We have big sale there. It says it's not really a big sale. Like the belts cost like $40, so is it really on sale? If it's like 70% off, that's still like $15 for a belt. Like crazy. But you don't go there to buy this kind of shit. I'm just scouting out. Lots of tech items here. E-Link, that I want to remember that because there's something like that in a different dollar store. There's a gaming mouse. Obviously it's a pretty shoddy replica, right? It's probably not professional in any way. There's no way you can buy a gaming mouse for like $10. We also have some other things at the bottom, and you see the receipt. So okay, let's move on. Now we're still at the same place. Okay, same store. You can see me scouting out now. It's like the kitchenware aisle. We got the clay pots. I was thinking of getting one that's kind of reminiscent of, because obviously I am, traditional conservative Chinese. All right, so Hong Kong, Taiwan, so that kind of stuff. And I want to mention that obviously I'm looking for these kind of bowls that kind of bring me that sense that I used to have way back, like 2.5 decades ago as a kid, at my grandma's, something like that. But kind of like, it's like I already have a bowl. I don't really need that. But it's just something nostalgic. That's why we call it. We also, at the very top, we also have some stuff more, looks like cutlery, utensils, knives. I'm still looking for those scissors. Couldn't find it. So we can move on. Oh, and recognize that one of the landlord who I'm living with right now uses one of these bowls here. So it's clear to me that she either came here and bought it from this store or another store. Shears, once again, knives, but not the knives I'm looking for. I mean, not the scissors I'm looking for. And then here, this is real interesting. I like this. I like this very much. I dropped by the aisle that has all the safety and health, bandages, gauze pads. You can see like these wrist supports, that shoulder support. I'm pretty sure it's not professional. I'm pretty sure it's like one of those like counterfeit type things, products that just don't work very well. It doesn't really goddamn matter. It's there. If I need it, I can get a cheaper version. It's like 15 bucks. All right. Scouting down here, more stuff, just lots of stuff, lots of shit. Okay, moving on to the last panel here. Okay, the last panel is Sharpie markers. Still looking for those scissors, can't find them. Again, stainless steel scissors, but these have plastic black handles. I'm being pretty nitpicky about the kind of scissors I want. I just want to be stainless steel, completely steel. I don't want any plastic on it, any garbage like that. We have these binder clips. That was useful. I didn't buy it, but one day in the future I will. So for clipping on the devices onto my body part of the Ahn Rho Project is for me to live accordingly. So you gotta practice that kind of stuff. And then some Chinese New Year, or I know not Chinese New Year, some like wedding envelopes, stuff like that. So we're done. I can't believe it. We completely breezed through all of that. Very glad. I don't know what time it is right now. Let's move on to segment 8. So that's segment 7. Segment 8, like I said, inventory. I gotta mention, yesterday I did eat some food, class 2 items. It's like some home cooked, it's not home, but home style fried rice, and what else, like some chicken blocks with mushrooms and green onions. Class 2 items from domestic gardens. I'm not supposed to eat that kind of stuff, just kind of binging. Again, like 5 family household in here, so sometimes I kind of use their stuff I'm not supposed to. So it's a debt item. Personal securities, gotta say my thanks for that. Document in here, and that's about it. Sleep and fitness wise, things are not that much better, but they are better, so that's an upside. I am earlier than yesterday, but still it's not exactly the way I want it to be. Okay, so let's get up. We're in phase 3 of the live stream now. I think we have only about 5 minutes, so I gotta watch the time. Okay, let's get up. So this is phase 3, the most active, most engaging part of the stream. That's region D1, that's region D4 at the very back. This is region B3, and A9, A8. So let's stand up here so you get a better gist of everything. D1, this is a whole region D. This is D1, D2, D1 and D4. Back down here, B3, where we to focus, A7, A8, A9. We gotta focus here. So first of all, A8 and A9. Look at all this trash here, all from the groceries. You can see there's these like zesty cheddar ranch crackers. We have these samosas, mini samosas finished, mint Oreo cookies. All this stuff is trash. Let's move it to the side here, along with the other trash here. We got that Purex, like that's recyclable, so I'm done with that laundry detergent thing. So it's all garbage. I'm gonna scrunch it all together, put the garbage within the garbage within the garbage. Bag within a bag within a bag, and I'm gonna flatten that box for recyclables. Move to the side here, back to A788. We see the receipts, 1, 2, 3 receipts here, because again, I purchased. So you got Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and Dollarama. So I'm gonna stash it over here. There's underneath, somewhere down there, is the pile of receipts. Moving on here, next to side beside, you see all the garbage here. I want to briefly cover this. So we have some spoons, some paper towels, napkins. Disgusting. All this stuff that I was just like holding on to this until this live stream came, and wow, it's disgusting. It's like oily and shit. So all this kind of stuff is all trash. Like I said, move this all over, put it inside that bag, inside the plastic packaging, and put it all together. It's all trash. Okay, and I'll take it out for the garbage. Can't do it on stream. Next thing we'll cover back at A788. We got these clips, hairpins. We got these party picks here, party picks inside here, party picks and hairpins, as well as these ties, elastic ties. So I need to take at least two more spares. And here's my pair of pants here. I noticed that they would tend to get unclipped when I'm working in the warehouse, so that's pretty standard because I'm doing heavy lifting. So I'm gonna put these picks, at least 2 extra picks, and I need to wear one, okay, clip them on, stitch together again, like I showed you like maybe 3 weeks ago. Kind of crafting DIY kind of thing with my cargos, stitching, bandaging up together the holes. So I need 2 extra pins. I need the pins here as well as the clips, but I also need extra pins and clips in case they fall off when I'm working. Last bit I want to mention, I think I gotta end the live stream, honestly, man. I can't see the time this time because unfortunately the stream software has an issue. It's not showcasing the time, which is driving me nuts. I can't tell when I've gone over 15 minutes, but I'm assuming it has. So Biomega right here on this hand side, that's region A5 or A6 really. We have all the Usana Health supplements, so I just took 1 bottle of Biomega from the very top, C1, C2, move down here, open it, take out the plastic, and toss this, restocking. So put this back here. This is trash, this is recyclables, or something as I can use a sample. Maybe I'll put up there as a sample, or behind here as a sample, who knows. And that's about it. So let's move on down here and say that region here, region B3 at the very bottom. We got some stuff I really want to cover. I don't think I have enough time to cover it though. I just want to mention very briefly that because of that, we'll probably have to do this tomorrow morning. So, especially since the timer is not counting on the top left hand side, so I can't tell how much time I have left on stream. But if I could, I'd just like to mention here 2 things before I go. First, this kind of mixed plastic cutlery, I have to scan it because it's a new product, and then document it electronically. We'll showcase that tomorrow morning, hopefully, and then upload it onto my laptop. And then we're gonna bring these bananas, the last bananas here, for work. So the last bananas is like, as well as maybe within the plastic bag, we'll bring some of these peanuts there, and that'll be work plus a package of supplements. That's about it. And again, here's the USB. The flash drives that I'm going to break out open from this packaging, toss the packaging into recycles with those, and then I'm just going to use these as a gift item, so class 4, I'm going to purchase it for someone else, and then yeah, that's it. Okay, I don't want to drag it out any further. I don't know how much time I have left, so we'll have to continue this tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao. And take care, take home message, take care of yourself, your health, and your finances, as well as the people that you care for. Become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual, and you know, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, see you then. Stupid.